the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Back to throw. Raymond firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Cade York on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. York able to send this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Rich. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Raymond, he finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Kelly. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Hey, York on now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Rich, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again. Rich got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Stanley on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Stanley, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Stanley, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Raymond over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Raymond got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Raymond flush to his right. And now here is another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Falcons ready to take over. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, it's Stanley. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Come on. Hey, 70 Timberwolves. Watch the screen.
Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Back to the air on 2nd down. Raymond. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Raymond. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Wow, and even 200 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Raymond. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And some space here. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. 9 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Raymond over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Raymond.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Raymond.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Raymond. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got a man. That's Allison.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Raymond. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. On third down. Raymond. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.